Hello everybody, this is Cobb over at the Copper Spoon Inn and Tavern. Today I'm going to be going over how to make this delicious roasted garlic focaccia. Now my recipe has changed a little bit and I'll be reading off this new updated recipe to you, but if you'd like a new video that kind of correlates to that, go ahead and let me know and I'd be happy to remake this video for you. That being said, let's get into it. Step 1. Mix water, honey, and yeast together. The water should be warm but not burning hot. Let sit for 5 to 8 minutes until the mixture is foamy on the top. Step 2. Mix together your flour, salt, and rosemary in a large bowl. Step 3. Add your yeast mixture to your dry ingredients and mix thoroughly. There should be no dry spots of flour left in the dough, but you do not need to knead this. Step 4. Once fully combined, add about 1/3 of your olive oil to the clean bowl and make sure the bowl is completely covered in oil. Add your dough to the bowl, cover with plastic wrap, and let sit at room temperature for 1 hour or until it has doubled in size. Step 5. Once your dough has fully risen, start preheating your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. You can prepare this one of two ways. If you want a thick and fluffy bread, use a 9x13-inch baking dish like you see me using. If you want a thinner, crispier bread, use a large baking sheet. Either way, the next step will be the same. Step 7. Prepare your pan by coating it in your room temperature butter. This will prevent your bread from sticking to the bottom of your pan. Do not skip this part. Add your remaining olive oil to the bottom of the pan, making sure it's fully covered on the bottom and the sides. Use more olive oil if needed, but you don't want too much here. This is a very sticky dough, so coat your hands in oil before handling it. Transfer your dough to the prepared pan and let it rest while the oven heats up. If you're using a baking sheet, let the bread rise until it fills the edges of the pan. Right before you put your bread in the oven to bake, take your fingers and stab holes all over the surface of the bread. You will also add your roasted garlic at this point as a topping, and if any other toppings are wanted, such as tomatoes or olives, you can add it onto the top of the bread right now. Place this in the middle of the oven and bake for 20 minutes until it is a nice golden brown color on the top. You can leave it in for extra time if it needs it. Step 11. While the bread is baking, combine your hot water and salt for the brine. Immediately after the bread comes out of the oven, brush the brine over the surface. You will not use all of the brine here. I usually use about 1/3 of my brine mixture. Step 12. Enjoy. This bread is perfect for sandwiches or just to enjoy on its own.